Tier 4 B skills are here. Let's talk about what they're going to do to our scoring and all of that great stuff with these thieves. Let's get started. Summoners, I am so excited about these. I loved watching these guys in the latest Fae channel. This is going to be so much fun. All right, I've already watched this once, so don't think that I'm going in here blind or anything. All right, Kath. All right, this is Lofty Leaflet, and we are experimenting with Canto all over the place. This is Canto Unit 3x3. Grants speed +3, excellent. At start of combat, if foe's HP is greater than 50%, grants attack speed +6, perfect. Deals damage equals 15% of unit speed, and also if foe has bonuses, grants bonus to units, attack speed, defense res, and inflicts penalty on foes' attack speed, defense res during combat equal current bonuses on each of foes' stats. That's really nice. So, yeah, yeah. We've got a unity thing going on. That's perfect. Canto, unit 3x3. This is so weird. After an attack, assist skill, or structure destruction, unit can move to a space within 3 rows and 3 columns centered on unit. They show an example. I don't love this. I'll be honest. I love the creativity. The skill in particular, I don't love. Attack speed push 4 because, you know, she's a girl. Attack res snag 3. Yeah, great. Blue feud, excellent skill. Excellent skill. I just want to go here. We're going to watch Blue Tome. I love that animation, by the way. It's absolutely spectacular. That is 3x3. I always think 3x3 is bigger for some odd reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, that is 3x3. Oh well. Anyway. Where do I rank this unit? If this is a unit you like, I'm going to rank this a spark. Like, this is too low to be a sleeper. It's not. This is a good unit. This is not a must-have by any means. If you get this unit, fodder it for Blue Feud, I'm not going to fault you. But also, I think this unit can do a lot of damage. The 3x3 thing, I don't really care. Keen Lookout Layla. Layla always has interesting things, and I absolutely love this. So this is Red Tome Flyer. Soothing Scent. Okay. Canto Ally ×2, and that's the theme here is weird cantos. Accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1, so slang. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat. And also if unit's speed is greater than foe speed, foe cannot counterattack. That's big. That's very, very good in the meta we have right now. If unit's HP is greater than 25% at start of combat and unit attacks after combat, deals 10 damage to target and foes within 2 spaces. So yeah, we're bringing it back Savage Blow, or Pain rather. Canto Ally 2, after an attack, assist skill or destruction, structure destruction, unit can move to a space adjacent to an ally within 2 spaces. Again, this is creative. I don't just absolutely love it, but we're getting to the thing that I love most about this. Moonbow, Swift Sparrow 3, Defense Res Smoke 3. After combat, inflicts Defense Res -7 on target and foes within 2 spaces of target through their next actions, grants attack +6 to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn, and grants Pathfinder to unit for 1 turn. I want to get to the, they show a really nice illustration of the range that you can go to, and I want just to think about this for a second. Okay, there's the range. Units within 2 spaces you can get within adjacent to them. The more interesting thing to me is if this armor unit was further away, and you could hit the armor unit and Canto back. This would be with another unit altogether. And then provide Pathfinder to the next one in the chain. And you've got kind of that, you've got that conga line that we've talked about that can be used in summoner duels, but can also be of great use in a lot of Gale Force things. When you're talking about AR, you can be very, very creative with this skill. I think it's absolutely fantastic. If we're talking about where this unit ranks, we're still in that spark range. Like, this is neat. This isn't a must-have. This isn't a long-term merge project, unless this is your favorite. And Layla is a lot of people's favorites. And if this is your favorite, like, this is going to be fun for a while. Like, you can do some very fun things. But Canto control is still a thing. It's very prevalent just everywhere. So it's not busted. We don't need more busted though. we need more creative. Like, this is not a bad thing. I don't want to knock them for this. Florid Knife Plus. Okay, this enables Canto 1. Okay, I mean, it's Canto in an inheritable weapon, and I love that. Real quick, at start of combat, if unit's HP is above 75%, grants attack speed +5 to unit during combat. Fantastic. I don't know, I wanted Canto remaining. Canto 1 it's okay, but I don't think it would have been busted to make this weapon Canto remaining. I think that would have been a lot of fun. Keep in mind that this is a demote with that dagger, Harsh Command Plus, Attack Defense Rain, and Swift Prayer we don't care about. But this is good. I have to call this a spark. Like, this is not like, do you sense a theme here? All of these units are very creative, and they're not sleepers at all. If you like these units, you can build them up and you can have a lot of fun with them. Sorry, I didn't notice the little the mask in the back, like the bat signal. This is the unit we're here for so many reasons. So many reasons.
But I'm begging you.
I'm torn on this. Just full disclosure, I don't have a set picture of how this unit will work. The first thing I have to say though, when all of us looked at this originally, there was an assumption that this was a warp skill and not a Canto. I thought this was going to be, basically they sold us the fix for Canto, and they already gave us a warp skill that was in the form of Assault Troop, and I thought this was going to be another warp skill that acted kind of like Canto. But this is just Canto Recall. It's still really good. If it was warp, it would have been busted. Absolutely busted, because you could get around all of the crazy stuff that Canto Control does to you. Anyway, grants attack +3. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, calculates damage using the lower of foe's defense or res. Adaptive damage is so good, like underrated. It's really good. Grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat, and deals damage equals total of greater between unit's current bonus or foe's current penalty to attack speed, defense, res, and it calculates them independently. So if you have a bonus of 6 attack and a bonus of -7 attack, or a debuff of -7 attack on the enemy, the true damage you get is 7. It's just that one skill. Now, Canto Recall. After an attack, assist skill, or structure destruction, unit can return to the space they moved from. I don't want to downplay how good this is. I know I was talking about how I was disappointed that it wasn't warping. This is really good. But this is supposed to be, I'm reading into what they're planning here. This is supposed to be a side grade to Yuri. And this is going to be such a dangerous thing to say. I'd rather have Yuri. This unit is immune to stall. That's excellent, especially with, Thoki being around, Duo Thor. But it is so hard to get lethality properly procced. You would have to have, Asker helps you out there. You could have Quicken Pulse, and then you could have Valoria support. But that's a lot of support surrounding one unit. That's big. That's tough. So whether you're using this unit in Aether Raids, which in Aether Raids, almost every high-level defense has Canto control now, and so many people have Medius. So this is not just game-breaking. Okay, it's good. It's really good. It's not amazing. That's all. I wanted to be wowed. I really did. Attack speed, catch forward. That's a great skill. Chill defense res 3, and this is what we've all been waiting for to read this thing. And at start of turn inflicts defense res -6. If you remember the tier, the chill defense res 2 only gave us 5. On enemy team with the highest defense plus res total. The extra there is really, because the one extra doesn't really matter. On foes within 2 spaces of that foe through their next action, it also gives that same effect. So it's kind of an area of effect, defense res -6, which is, it's good. Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice she doesn't have dagger. Oh, she does have dagger 7. So, anyway, we're not gonna beat that one up. Colorless Feud is great. That's great. I don't want to. This is a good unit, and I feel like I'm bashing it. And you guys need to know that I don't think this is a bad unit. Don't come for me. This is, if we're talking about the Edel scale that we just got done looking at, this is probably about a 3. And understand there are some amazing units in that 3 level, but Harmonized Sonya comes to mind. Fantastic unit, but this unit isn't going to move the needle much. Yeah. We'll talk about that chill defense res 3 in just a second. I want to go back to our little score creep chart. This is fantastic. I love this, but Canto control stops this. And Canto control is, especially with Medius just coming back on his rerun, Canto control is in a lot of places. If they don't have Canto control, if they don't have Medius, the thing you do with this unit is you run in and you snipe the duo's hindrance building, and then you get out and you initiate on turn 2 with every duo you have. That's just it right there. That's what you're gonna do. So for that strategy, she's amazing. But again, Canto control is very prevalent. If you are in a tier where it's not happening, then this unit is fantastic as a one-off. I would call this again a spark. All of these units are very creative, and I love that. We need creativity in this game. We don't need just overpowered stuff all the time. I feel like I'm on this soapbox. This is really good. It's not amazing. It's really good though. Unit can move 1 extra space. Fantastic. You've got an immense amount of range on this unit. That's incredible. If you want, if you don't have trenches, if you're not encumbered by them on any map, then this unit has free reign of just so much space. It is ridiculous. Add in an extra Pathfinder unit, and you cover almost the entire map. It's incredible. If any foe in cardinal direction of unit, if any foes are in cardinal direction of unit, or penalty is active on any foes, inflicts Omni -7 and Panic, which is, again, it's good. It's really good. We've just had such amazing duos recently. Like, that's why this is not just bonkers, because it has to be rated against other duos. The other thing, this is kind of weird. At the start of every third turn, you can use it again, and that's all that complicated mess means. I feel like I've spent too much time here just justifying why I don't think this unit is amazing. They look fantastic. They're gonna be a lot of fun. They really are. Lethality hitting for 300 million damage here. Only 93, but... All right, and we've already seen Ricard. I gotta tell you, like, after seeing everything else, I think Ricard is going to be probably not Canto remaining, probably Canto 1. We'll see. Either way, it's excellent on a Tempest Trials unit as an inheritable. It's fantastic. I love it. It's good stuff. Summoners. All right, we need to go back to the score creep. This is the thing. This is the biggest concern for me. We haven't had score creep like this specifically from skills in a long time. It has been a bit. Probably tier 4. We were talking probably the tier 4 C skills that were the last time we've seen score creep through skills being inherited. And I'm not counting the dual skills because I just don't count them. So what we're seeing here, this would, keep in mind, all right, this is if this is a 300 SP inheritable skill. There's a possibility that this is only 240, but everyone I've talked to has been pretty certain that this is going to be a 300. And there's a lot of reasons why, and we'll talk just a little bit about that. But this is not supposed to be a comprehensive list. The big thing here is you're seeing Crom being bumped up into 764, which is on par with this next version of duo units. So Crom just got even better, which of course he needed. I mean, he was such a bad unit. The disappointing thing is for units like Duo Dagger, who already had a Preference B, but I will say that normally Preference B skills are a lot better than inheritables. I mean, you've seen this Preference B skill is not great. It's just not. Inflicting Defense Res -7 is okay, but I mean, it's mostly you're going to have B skills that you want instead of that. Thor can now score in that 762 range. Young Ike. Corrin, which if you have a +10 Corrin, this bumps you into the next bin. Same thing with Sothis. Ithune, though, I forgot that she scored this high. But again, putting that B skill on her is not going to be great. This feels so much like when they introduced dual rallies. And yeah, having to equip those on all of your units was such a pain because they're not skills you want. Like, they don't enhance your unit. We go down to the next tier, which is the recent legendaries, and we won't get another legendary bump until we hit probably January of next year, I believe is when they bump it. So we've still got a little time where they are the highest scoring ones. I went ahead and put Linja and Peony in here. Understand that that's really just classifying that set of duo heroes that are now at 760. 758 is the cycle before those legendaries. So the legendary female Byleth, Eitri, Faye, Crom. Legendary Crom gets a bump because, of course, he has that 500 SP assist. And then the 756, that's the bump up for all of your all of your dual skill units. But God help you if you're running a dual skill and that fancy chill on your score bot. That is pain and suffering. And it's one of the things I want to say. If you can help it, skip this thing. please, this is not a fantastic B skill. Wait for the tier 4 Vantage. IS, please give me tier 4 Vantage. Tier 4 Desperation. Those are the ones you really want to see. This is okay. If you don't need this to bump you into to keep up with the arena craziness that's going on, don't get it. In particular, the Braves should have very good inheritable B skills. Maybe they might have all preference skills. That's interesting. But that's another thing to watch out for is that Crom that comes out. Depending on the BST, he's going to probably have to change fate, and that's going to be a very high scoring assist skill. The last thing I want to say, this is really important. The thing that is probably coming are new inheritable assists. I am just postulating here, but it would be really interesting to get a 500 SP reposition. I don't know what else it would do. Obviously, it wouldn't be as good as Crom's. It would do something different, but that would be very, very interesting. It would bump Crom's value down a little bit, but I mean, a little bit. But that is something to watch for in the next year. And again, this is all dependent. Watch that score. Like the data mine comes out tomorrow night, watch if it's 240 or if it's 300, because that is a world of difference. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it changes things a ton for anything that's scoring. Summoners, I have talked your ear off. Take care. Schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon.